almost a percentage point, 4.6%. This is huge. Do you say, what does this comparison portray?
But I think, thank you, Fred, and the TV47 family for inviting us here. But I think that we are very unfair to the president, because first we have to realize that us as ODM, as Azimio then, we went to the streets over the Unga, you know, the Sufuria Maandamanos, they used to call it such because of the way we were carrying them out. But also in the second year, where he faced a lot of protest, including the young people almost, you know, destabilized the government completely. And he had to even disband the government, the cabinet, and even bring in new faces in both the cabinet and also the PSS. I think it's very unfair. You know, real numbers in the newspaper, especially the Daily Nation, you can see that the overall average, real average wage in Kibaki, Uhuru, and Ruto's time, despite the many challenges, I think that if you're seeing that the real average wages are growing, the numbers are very telling. But also the fact that if you see the impact on the economy, the infrastructure developments, you know, Nairobi here only, we are just completing the launching of more than 500 classrooms, which have not been developed for a very long time. The roads impact, you know, the Koru, you know, live along the Koru, the Rironi-Mausamit road, the SGR is going on. We have a new stadium. Bomas is being redeveloped. You know, there's a lot of impacts, which I think will only be felt. You know, sometimes we treat the government like a private corporation, and we think that it should be a profit and loss making institution where we are supposed to see those within the short term. But sometimes the impact you see on the economy might come 10, 20 years. And I think that we need to sacrifice the reputation of the president now. That he will always be.
Is this the best time to sacrifice his reputation, really? 15 months to a very big election?
I don't think that he's interested. I think he's interested in impacting the country. He's not interested in being a good guy, because we have told him sometimes that, you know, and Kiruga here will bear me witness, that can you sacrifice some of the projects you are trying to do because it's affecting your reputation? Say, no, I don't want to be popular.
Popularity, yeah.
I want to impact the country. And I want to leave the country better. So I might be celebrated. And even if I don't win the next election, then I have been president, I have impacted the country, and I think that is
it should be noted that this report is by the Kenya Bureau of Statistics, which is a government body. It's not a private sector report. It's not a report by the media. In fact, the comparison between the three presidents is from the same kind of reports by the Bureau of Statistics.
But remember, Fred, that in the news media, if a dog bites anybody, it's not news. So even in this report, I think there are a lot of positives.
Yes.
The fact that the person, an individual...
You've been in the media to some extent. You can say that the editors